up, y'all? This is The Gist with Issa and Grace.
Hey guys, I'm over here this time. How are you guys? So we have a bunch of girls
Beautiful,
here.
beautiful ladies
Beautiful
out here.
girls
Beautiful
here.
queens.
Look, let them see what we're working with today.
Wow, look at the glow. Look at the skin.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so for today we have two things we're going to be doing primarily. We're going to be going through WhatsApp and looking at all the different crazy auntie and uncle stories that we can talk about. And then in the second half, we are going to be interviewing these lovely ladies. And then we want to introduce you. What's your name? Tell us a little bit about you, even though we're going to go into it.
My name is Jania Black. I'm the owner of Ariane's Closet Boutique on Instagram.
You're one of the youngest in Houston?
Yes.
How old are you? Can we?
I'm 18.
Dang! She is young!
If I told you.
I'm 25, and I thought I was young at one point, and now I feel so old.
The year was 2001 and I was born in.
You're not even 90s, baby.
Yeah.
2001?
Yes.
See, and then I'm excited for 2020 for what?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for 2020.
And no. The thing is that they're crying on Twitter saying that we're turning like 18 and 19. I'm like,
Oh my god.
Honestly, I used to cry every year.
She cried when she turned 16. She was in the car having a mental breakdown.
I used
What?
to, every year I get older, I start crying. So I'm
No,
like,
that is the case for me because my favorite number is 23, and so I was so excited when I was 23.
Yeah.
I
Jordan
graduated.
year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't really watch basketball, but anyway, yeah, 23. But then I turned 24, and I'm like, wait, we didn't have that agreement. Like, I'm good with 23, and now I'm 25, looking at 26. So.
God, if you keep me 24, I promise I'll never sin again.
that's how I am 18. Like,
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Sorry, we got off track with your age. It's okay.
We can just go in a circle and introduce ourselves.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll come back to you. Let's talk to Matt.
Little Snow White in the corner.
You're recording us too.
Saying nothing. That was an interrogation.
I'm Maddie.
We know you're not in school.
I'm not in school.
Great.
I'm just working, and I'm here for moral support.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's right. Y'all know it's Grace
10
Africa.
years in.
Oh, awesome. Okay, you're her sister.
I am.
That's her sister.
You're her sister. Okay.
They look like sisters.
You guys do, yeah. Maybe because I just assumed that, and then I just kept seeing that. Never mind.
My name is Ariane. I am a model.
Okay, girl.
Super into modeling industry
Right.
and things like that. So I have an agency coming out in
Hey,
2020.
add us to the list. Add us. Oh, that's awesome.
Last but not least.
Yes.
I am Jay O'Shea. I'm Jania's sister, and I'm actually in my Jordan year. I'm 23 years old.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's a
that
great year to be.
Oh,
I know. I'm
That's a
actually
great year.
graduating next week.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you so
From where?
much. Sam Houston State,
And what degree did you get?
Healthcare Administration.
Oh, that's awesome. So, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I think I want to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out. You know, I'm still 23, but I think I want to open a medical spa. Like that's kind of one of my
Oh,
Yeah,
I
girl.
like
I need
that.
to open up my pores and see
Dude.
outside
Got
because these
you.
niggas, girl,
I
my
got you.
pores.
Oh, that is awesome. And then, as you guys know, I am Issa.
The one and only
Hey, YSA.
blonde queen.
So.
Oh man,
Okay, so
white chicks vibes.
I'm not like white. Like, come on.
What are you talking about?
I'm like from England. I was born and
She's
raised
Caucasian.
there.
Yeah.
So like,
Caucasian queen.
we're all the only white person, as we know. There's only one right here, Mads. It's not me.
Actually,
You walked.
All right, guys, we're gonna get into what's up with WhatsApp. This is a segment where we just get into the nonsense that we get sent in our WhatsApp. You know, I deleted that app and I unblocked my people. I said, Mom, go ahead and add me back into that crazy group me.
Dude, you can always
Go ahead and add me into that family group me. The first thing I saw was 15 stupid things a wife could do to mess up her marriage.
All right.
Because it's our fault.
Probably said
makes
by
no
some
sense.
pastor uncle.
Pastor Uncle Superior 494. So the first thing is daring her husband to beat her.
What?
So he's an example. He's saying you block the doorway, then dare him to beat you, and see what will happen. Lots of women have done this in the past, and they end up regretting it. It is unwise to do this.
See, African men just think that they own everybody. How can I, if I say, oh yeah, beats me, so they will now beat me.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that. Like, I don't know. African men are just too much. Never marry any
I
of them.
talked
That's the
to
PSA
one,
announcement.
and I will never.
She said the
again.
one. Which
Is
tribe?
it-
Which tribe?
Is it Nigerian?
Yes.
Okay, and what tribe?
Okay, wait. What?
It's Igbo. I already
did
know.
Did he have like? Oh, dang it.
Is it Igbo?
Yes.
I knew it. Your people. It's your people.
He was so like.
I don't know why. I put that voice
That was
on.
really high. I'm
I
actually
don't
really
know.
impressed. That was great. Can you do it one more time? Okay.
Okay, what happened, girl? Tell us. Spill the tea.
So like he pursued me, and the thing
That's what
was,
they always do.
I was like, okay, like we're you know. Like I feel like we have a vibe. He
Okay.
was a Taurus too, so I was like, I've never talked to a Taurus, like,
Right.
and so then like we started talking. I was like, nigga, like, I was like, me and you, we're not gonna get along because you're a Taurus and I'm a Taurus and we're both stubborn, so that's not gonna work. And he just
oh my
had.
goodness, girl, you didn't have to see Taurus to see
No.
that. You didn't have to see your star
See,
sign.
with a lot of
Igbo men have
Igbo
been
men,
hard-headed,
like hard-headed,
haughty
stubborn.
men.
They want their way, and like even from the experiences I've had with Igbo men, even Yoruba men as well. Whenever like I'm talking to them or we're talking, like they buy me a drink and then that's it. I don't go anywhere. I just sit with them and that's it. Like they own me for the night.
Girl,
It
I
happened
went-
twice.
Oh man.
I've only been to Belvedere, I think 3 or 4 times. Twice out of that, it happened to me where I was talking to this guy who was really sweet, it was really nice, and then the moment he bought that drink, I only drink Moscato. I only do like white wines. Anyway, so
Occasion. Anyways.
screw, we don't cuss,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
y'all. Let me just figure
The S word.
And so the moment he bought that drink, that was it for me. Like, he owned me, he thought. You know, I couldn't go anywhere, I can't go dancing. I was like, I just met you. You know, and so Nigerian men,
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
they're
They
great,
own.
but
They
some
think
of
they
them,
own.
They are
You know, I like to
some
promote our people as well, so they're
beautiful
great.
men, but
But there are some of them.
So you would
Same.
marry a Nigerian man?
You
Mom,
have to find that.
Because my mom asked me this yesterday.
You know that your parents gonna ask.
I'm not, okay, first of all, I'm not restricted to just African or Nigerian. Like, I've dated white, I've dated Native American, I've dated black, I've dated African American too, you know, under black. But I don't think so. I don't think I'll probably marry Nigerian. I mean, unless the Nigerian guy is like born on this side of the world, like Western side, and then he also is like-minded like me.
Yeah.
I'm not a domestic girl. I don't cook and clean like that. So if you want that, I also don't want to have like 10 to 12 kids. So, so you know, it's like I'm not really trying to look for only Nigerian men,
Right.
but if it
they're
happens to
very
be,
cheap, like
and they have a lot of money, but then they don't want to
they hold
spend it.
at all.
So, I mean, yeah, they can go ahead and fight. I told, because one guy I said, he was trying to get me a drink, and I was like, oh, get me the bottle. And he was like, oh, I was like, you can't afford me. I just walked up because I was like, that expression alone. We don't need to waste time. We don't need to waste time.
Please.
Okay, what was the next thing for that WhatsApp?
Number 2.
15 what? 15 ways?
Daring her husband to sleep with another woman.
Oh,
You will be making a major mistake if you dare your husband to sleep with another woman. You may live to regret it.
I don't know any Nigerian woman that has just dared her husband to sleep with another woman.
I think
that's
like Nigerian
savagery. Like
movies.
that's so
Where-
savage.
Where it's like, oh, try it is the type thing that I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nigerians do this because even with my dad,
yeah.
he'll be like, "Oh, when he's mad at me," and I'm gonna botch this accent. Nigerian listeners, you'll laugh at me later. But like my dad will get so mad at me, and he'll be like, "Go on, sleep outside," and he'll be like, "Go on, call the cops." I'm like, "Do you really want me to call the cops?" Obviously not. So they're so like hyperbolic with their statements. So I can imagine if you're mad as a woman and you'd be like, "Oh, go on, sleep with her."
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let me just pack my bag and let me go to the hotel.
Yeah, because
And then go.
you may live to regret it. Is what this man is saying to you. No, we're not. No, this is the mindset they have though, and that's what they really expect and what they really think. Number 3, neglecting to dress rightly because she is married. Quote unquote.
Yeah, what does
I
that
am
mean?
married. Who is looking at me? That was the defense, Mrs. Lai, when she was confronted for the reason why she dressed so shabbily. It is a mistake of most careless married women, and it's a major mistake you can make.
I kind of agree with this a little bit because I've met so many people that get married and then they just like chill out on the working out and chill out on the makeup and just getting ready. Because you're comfortable and you're like, okay, this man's not gonna...
let yourself go.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I this man is probably taking it too far. But I would say as a woman, you never like leave yourself. Never forget yourself. You know, always have self-care and self-love. So that's my little thing.
But that's even before he comes and like...
Comes where?
No, before a man comes. Like,
I even thought about that yesterday. Like, have you noticed that when you start talking to someone and they're like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful," and good
oh my
morning,
gosh,
beautiful.
FaceTime you, be like, "Oh wait, I gotta put my wig back on." Baby, you haven't seen me
And
like
then
this.
like a month later, like
Straight
once you
back.
got comfortable, they're just like not even doing it anymore. So you're just like, what
But the
happened?
thing is, they do it too because first they're like very sweet and like really attentive, and then. Hold on, baby. I'm doing 2K. I'm doing 2K right now, and you'll just see the bottom of their chin.
Right.
I don't want to see the bottom of your chin. I can't even talk to you. This is so romantic.
I feel like people get comfortable all the time. I mean, that's why a lot of my exes are exes because I'm like, listen, if you're already like sleeping, like chilling on me like now, and it's been 4 months.
Yeah.
You know, like that's not what I want. Because for me, I'm the kind of person where my guy would be like, oh, you don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to, wear heels. Like I'm always like, I want to look good for myself.
Yeah.
My mom loves makeup. I grew up with that mentality, so I don't really sleep on myself like that. Yeah, but like the guys always do, and so I agree with you. It's like this is true, but it's true both ways. Like you don't want a guy that's just like chilling on you after even 2 years, because you're supposed to get married for like 30, 40, 50 years, and then 6 months in you're like, oh, I can't pick you up. It's like, this is the first date this month. You can't pick me up. What are you doing? Anyway, we have to. Okay, let's figure out. Do you have one more before we go on break?
Let's do one more before. Actually, after.
All right, we'll go on break.
Thank you so guys for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back talking about these lovely ladies, businesses, entrepreneurs, powerful women in Houston. Thank you so much.
Yes, don't worry. We'll do more of this WhatsApp on WhatsApp segments. There's a lot to discuss. Don't worry. We'll be right back.
With Issa and Grace.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Your favorite radio station. This is Afro Vibes Radio Houston.
Hey, we are back. This is The Gist with Issa and Grace.
What's up, y'all?
On Afro Vibes Radio. So as promised, we're going to be talking about these girls and their accomplishments, because we don't just interview anybody in this show. These are young, black, successful ladies.
Entrepreneurial. Entrepreneurial.
Okay. Okay, so I want to start with you and your brand and what you're starting your boutique. So do you want to just tell us a little bit more about what you're doing and kind of how you got there?
Okay, well, again, I'm the owner and founder of Ariana's Boutique, Ariana's Closet.
So how do you spell that?
AARIONSCLOSET, Ariana's Closet.
Okay. Okay.
And then you can follow us on Instagram. But it's really been a long way. Like this wasn't just like an easy thing. Like, I had like 3 failed projects before this. I had like a
Damn, how old are you? You're
18 years.
Wow.
Like
You started early.
I've only had like 2 jobs. I only kept them for like probably 2 months because I just can't see myself working. So I just did something I felt like this is what I would like to do, like a business owner. And hopefully young girls like me who don't know where to start can just see this as like motivation to get it going.
So in your boutique, what are you selling? It's like clothes? Is it
women's clothing for now. Like we have dresses, pants. Like the outfit I have on now is actually.
Girl, stand up. Let's see. Let's see what you look like.
Actually from Ariana's Closet.
Okay.
So the jacket's giving me like utility, fashion
the
Nova
pants.
vibes. You have that rib tank.
This isn't part of it, but the jacket
Wait, let
and
me
the
see
pants.
the side. It's like orange on the
Yeah.
side. Oh, that's cute.
The jacket and the pants.
Oh, okay, girl. Do your thing.
I like that. Do you think like as a young entrepreneur, there's a lot of other young millennial entrepreneurs that see the opportunity to make a business and see like the clout of it, and they're not willing to wait for the process of it?
That's why my first 2 projects failed. I was just focusing on like, we're gonna do this, I want to be known for it. I wasn't really you know, just thinking about how long it'll take and appreciating the fact that I was able to do this or anything. So I really feel like that's one reason why most young people don't really tend to get their things going, because they're always focused on like people that are already established. And like they expect things to be like, when they first open up, they expect everything to be like, oh,
boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom, quickly. And it's not as sweet if it's like that. That's what I feel like.
So when did you start your first project?
I want to say January
Okay.
of this year, and it was really rushed.
Okay,
like,
and that was also, you've always been around clothes?
no, that was like lashes. I was like, my mom was like, sell lashes. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
So like that same day, I had a website up, everything, and I was like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you make the website?
yes.
Girl, yes.
Wow.
Did you go to school for software
No.
or web development or anything?
No,
I didn't either.
She said, I
I just work in
I
this
just-
industry
just
somehow,
did it,
somehow.
and you
Thank
know,
God.
and like 4 months in, I was like, this isn't working.
Right.
I gotta come and rebrand, regroup.
That's awesome that you were so resilient that you're now on your fourth project,
It
and this is going to be the successful one.
It's gonna be, it has to be. Only way is up.
Right. So what like inspired you to kind of start with clothes? I know obviously you love clothes, you love fashion, but like what was that point where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take this and make this. This is my business. I'm gonna go with this.
I would say that I was always like best dressed in high school.
Okay.
Like middle school, high school, I was always like best dressed people. I always loved the way I dressed. And I'm not sure why I never started with that. My mom, she went to Miami and then she started like showing me like the strip and stuff. And I was like, this is it. Like this is, like I honestly, I felt that passion right there. And I was like, this is gonna be it right here. I feel like this is my field.
So you actually had that breaking point in Miami.
Yes, my mom did. We were on FaceTime and that's where.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that was where I was like, this has to be it. Like, this is it.
Wow. So you've launched your boutique?
Yes, I launched it December 1st.
Oh, okay, so a couple days ago,
Yes.
couple weeks ago.
Yes. So.
Oh wow! Congrats!
Thank you.
First business. This is awesome because I love to see young Black women, you know, especially pushing forth in what they want to do and actually making it happen. And so, as Grace was saying, like not just like the dream of it, you know, but the process and making sure that dedication and that motivation, you know, and the consistency is there. So that's awesome. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
On
yeah, this
top.
is a job interview.
Yeah, we don't get to it. We're not
Pressed for it, but,
On top.
yes,
I see myself,
No, keep going.
I see myself being like successful, known, my business take off farther than what it is, selling more than women's clothes. I just see myself peaceful and happy with having just this one business and not having to work also.
Right. So you're her sister.
Yes, I am.
So,
No, say, sister.
sister.
I had to.
Okay. So you're her sister. I'm gonna make you sing. So what have you seen? Like, how have you seen her kind of grow in this process and mature as she, goes down this business avenue?
I think I told her to start off with trying a business that you're passionate about. I think back then when she did her lash and her, I don't know what else did you do, makeup line, and I'm like, is that what you're passionate about? And so I feel like when you do something that you love and you can put the effort and motivation into it, it'll succeed regardless of how you. If it's not like what your expectations was, if you love it and it's something you're passionate about and you just put your heart into it, I think that'll help you be successful. And she really put her heart into this. She did the research and she's only 18. So can you imagine, 5 years from now?
Right.
So that was always just my push for her. So do something that you can do for the rest of your life.
Right.
I guess I can see her doing.
Oh, and that's awesome that, especially you being sisters, that you're there to support and help because at the end of the day, you can't do it on your own.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to do it on your own. So
That's-
having the support, you got people here, that obviously love and support you. So, I mean, that's always in the formula for success. So,
Second entrepreneur.
yes, let's move on.
Beautiful.
Love the outfit.
Are
Let's
you
see a little bit of your outfit too.
Okay, she got the
Model.
chain
Okay,
swing.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
So you said you wanted to start your own modeling agency.
Yes, most definitely.
So what got you into that?
So I started modeling at the age of 18, around her time basically. And when I came into the modeling
said her
industry,
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay, 3 years.
I'm just saying like
Her time.
But when I started, I went in modeling. I didn't know nothing about modeling at all. Like I was kind of blindsided. I didn't know how to walk runway. I was kind of like, So I started getting a lot of training done. I started working with different agencies where
Which
models.
agencies?
Where
Okay,
models
sorry.
definitely. I was working with T London at one point. I was working with different people in the Houston area. Once I got that training, I kind of just went head on and started doing my own thing. I'm more of a print model than a runway, but don't get it twisted. I can walk runway.
Okay.
Like,
she said I can do it all.
Yeah. So I recently just signed with IMG, and that's very like new to me. But I also wanted to start my own agency simply because it's a lot of girls that would like message me like, how do I get into modeling? And I always be like, oh, go take pictures. But deep down inside, I felt like that wasn't enough. Like, so I wanted to start a developmental agency to get people that want to start modeling. I want to get them stronger and let them know about the industry. I want to go ahead and get their portfolios done, headshots done, everything in between that they don't really know about. I want them to know.
That's awesome.
So that's the goal in 2020. I'm trying to get all of my models signed before 2020 is over. That's
because even for young models, I mean, well, aspiring models, I know it's hard to kind of figure out what you want to do. Everyone can take pictures, everyone can post on Instagram, but it's like, how do I become a actual model?
Right.
And an Instagram model is not a real model. So
and that's why
a real model.
They get paid.
Well, I'm saying the ones that are like
there's
that one
Instagram model, and then there's like high fashion.
That's what I'm saying. So like ones that are doing runway, ones that are on print, doing catalogs, doing more artistic modeling.
Because there's like the
Fenty
Beauty, which was amazing. It was so amazing that it knocked out Victoria's Secret fashion.
You're
show,
right.
Which was the runway high fashion models. So it's just finding your niche here, because if you are someone that looks like an Instagram model, unfortunately it's hard for you to be a high fashion model because it's just like the stereotype.
And that's why I named my agency House of Vega, because a lot of people have been asking me like, what's your agency name? It's House of Vega. So Vega is one of the biggest stars in the galaxy. So I want all of my models to come in feeling like stars. I want them to live like stars.
I love that. I love that.
So me and my team, I have a team full of a lot of amazing people, runway coaches, print coaches. I'm gonna have her, obviously, she's gonna pick her models at the casting. So it's gonna be lit.
And then so you're focused on all different types of body types, right?
Yeah, I'm not discriminating. I hate when people be like, oh, you're short, you can't model. Like, I hate that.
Right.
So I'm signing men as well.
Okay, awesome.
That's a big thing in Houston, though. So my question is, what makes you different from like J. Mulan, We Are Models?
Right.
And it's crazy because I work with J. Mulan, but the thing is...
Oh, so you trying to get there.
So, We're Models, like, I love them to death, and for them, I wouldn't be where I am. And so a lot of things that Allah did for me was just photo shoots, like just setting up photo shoots when I couldn't even afford it.
Right.
And one thing that's going to set me apart is you don't have a developmental agency. You can't go anywhere and be like, oh my God, I need to get trained. I need a portfolio. I need comp cards. You have to do that on your own in Houston. You don't have nobody to help you. So my whole entire goal is to make sure that these models are leaving with comp cards, headshots, portfolios. So when they're getting these meetings with these agencies, they're on top.
Right.
There's no questions asked. Like they have everything they need.
Yeah, because the big thing with especially starting being an aspiring model is like the affordability of it, right?
Yeah.
So affording 3, 4, 5 different photo shoots, like 10 hours minimum, for a good amount of shots, and then you have your comp cards and other things you need to do to prepare to have those interviews. So I guess what is something that you would say?
And this is the last question.
Yeah, to advise. Oh, I haven't seen the time. But what is something that you can say to young girls that are going to be meeting you or potentially meeting you, as far as how to go about in those early steps to become a real model and to become, to invest in themselves from the financial perspective?
So when it comes down to it, like, you have to invest in yourself. I hate to say it, but that's what you have to do in order to put yourself out there. Right. And one thing I'm looking for when it comes to this casting is I want girls that are able to be confident. I don't want you to walk in a room and feel scared because you see a room full of people looking at you. Like, our goal is to help you.
Right.
So if you're not confident enough, it's going to be harder to work with you because now we have to build your confidence.
That's psychological. She didn't go to school.
So, so that's my whole goal. Just be confident. Know that you're going to make it. Right. You have a year. we have a year
We're
to
gonna get you
prepare you.
there,
We're
right.
gonna get you there. If you believe in yourself, we all believe in you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so we're wrapping up. I just want to get you guys' Instagram. Please let us know.
quick.
What's your Instagram? Tell us.
Jania Black with 2 C's.
Spell it.
JANIABLACCK.
Okay. Miss Snow White.
Yeah. Snow White in the corner.
DISUNN00.
Okay. Thank you, Natalie. Tell us your Instagram.
It would be Ariane Charisse _ and also follow House of Vega on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Recently signed with IMG Models, girl.
Yes,
Congrats, by the
Thank
way.
you, thank you.
And sister?
You can follow me on Instagram at JOSHE, XOJAYOSHEXO.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming in and interviewing with us. This has been great. I mean,
Thank you guys for having me. I had a good time.
I was over here excited because I love entrepreneurs, especially
let me
the
take
females.
us out. Here with Afrovine.
Oh my god. So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been The Gist with Issa and Grace. You can follow me on Life of Issa, so Life of YSAA and Grace.
And you can follow me, you guys know already now, Grace_Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Your favorite radio station. This is Afro Vibes Radio Houston.